I have a confession to make. I think PCCs are great home defense weapons. Even though they only shoot a pistol round, they're a valid defensive weapon and have substantial benefits over other platforms. So today we're going to dissect the best defensive PCCs and see how to set one up for success. Keep watching to get your build on. Daniel Defense is getting in on the pistol caliber carbine scene with their aptly named PCC. The DD PCC chambers the ubiquitous 9mm Luger cartridge, making ammunition affordable and widely available. Built as a 7-pound carbine, it comes with many of the prized features Daniel Defense is known for. For instance, the matched receiver set is topped flat and cut for Picatinny rail, which seems common today, but a configuration that helped establish Daniel Defense as one of the industry's most respected manufacturers. The beauty of this PCC system starts with the fully ambidextrous lower, which gives both left and right-handed shooters easy access to the controls. Add in a few proprietary touches such as the push-button magazine release, in-house designed glass-filled polymer pistol grip, and soft-touch overmolded buttstock, and the ergonomics box is thoroughly checked. Daniel Defense also includes a vertical foregrip mounted to the M-lock slots in the trim handguard, which is topped with a full-length rail. Add in the affordable CZ Scorpion magazine provided, and you've got a great combination that's ready for home defense. Love it or hate it, the Kel-Tech Sub SDP has become one of the year's most talked about firearms for one simple reason. It completely breaks the mold. The pistol, dubbed the Nub Sub in the company's own marketing materials, is based on the Kel-Tech Sub 2000 folding carbine, made into a pistol format and sporting a stabilizing brace instead of a stock on a shorter extension tube and a 6-inch barrel. Set up to take Glock pattern 9mm double stacks, the base model ships with a Magpul 15-round magazine. When unfolded, the Sub SDP has an overall length of 17.7 inches, but it shrinks down to just 10 inches once folded. This allows it to be stowed and carried in a very small package, but also ready to be rapidly deployed and accurately fired with the help of its integrated pistol brace. More than that, it's ready to accept plenty of accessories as well. It has a Picatinny rail on top of its handguard for mounting optics, and it can still be folded with the optic installed. It also has M-lock slots for mounting lights or lasers, and it's ready to take a suppressor too, as its 6-inch barrel is threaded 1/2 by 28. The Kel-Tech Sub SDP is available in two configurations, the standard model and the Defender model. Both use Glock pattern 9mm magazines, but the standard model comes with one flush-fit 17-round mag, while the Defender model comes with two 27-round mags. Why two for the Defender? Because it also ships with a front M-lock magazine holder as well as a pre-installed compensator and Vortex Crossfire red dot. The standard Kel-Tech Sub SDP has an MSRP of $600, while the Defender model has an MSRP of $800. When everyone else stuck with a simple blowback, this company took a completely different path. The Xolo Blackjack Omega is much more than the simple practical application of a delayed blowback system, as it incorporates several elements taken from the best international firearms. The Omega starts with Xolo's Blackjack platform, a 9mm pistol built around their proprietary roll-pin delay system, which moves away from the simple blowback operation common in the PCC space in favor of a delayed action designed to smooth out recoil and tighten up the shooting experience. The Omega variant runs a 9-inch threaded barrel and feeds from CZ Scorpion magazines, giving it a wide pool of readily available magazine options. The trigger is a Hyperfire XAK Mark II, a flat-face single-stage unit with a claimed sub-2-pound pull courtesy of the Hypershoe adjustable finger pad, which is a meaningful upgrade over any factory AK pattern trigger. Rounding it out is an A3 Industries aluminum folding stock, keeping the overall package compact without adding unnecessary weight. The finish is a two-tone FDE Cerakote arrangement, and the run is capped at a sequential 200 units. At $1,599, it occupies the same collector-grade shelf as other boutique limited runs, but with enough practical hardware underneath to make it as shootable as it is displayable. If you like ingenuity, then you might like the Mimic Speed 9 manufactured by Mimic Firearms. At first glance, it's a simple blowback 9mm pistol caliber carbine with familiar AR-15 ergonomics and controls, but what sets it apart is its rotating magazine system using a tandem magazine. Basically, two simple 30-round magazines placed back-to-back, which together have the same dimension of a classic AR-15 STANAG magazine for compatibility with existing platforms and operators' personal equipment, including mag pouches. This allows for higher capacity in a shorter magazine. After firing the first 30 rounds, to reload the gun, you just have to flip the magazine 180 degrees. The magazine is proprietary, of course, as is the gun's magwell. The Mimic Speed 9 is available in different versions and variants with 5.5-inch, 8.5-inch, or 16-inch barrel and different color options. The PCC accepts standard AR triggers, safeties, and charging handles. We could certainly debate the use cases for the Speed 9 and its pros and cons, but for me, it's just interesting to see companies innovate. The MSRP for the standard carbine starts at $1,799, while the Speed 9 Pro comes in at $2,499. Smith & Wesson's popular M&P FPC folding carbine is now available in a blowback-operated version chambered in the snappy 5.7 by 28mm FN cartridge. Incorporating an M&P 5.7 pistol grip and flat-face trigger, it's also compatible with the same 5.7 by 28mm magazines. It operates on a semi-automatic blowback design and includes an integrated recoil buffer system to mitigate recoil impact for improved control during firing. The M&P FPC 5.7 has a 16.25-inch barrel with a half by 28 TPI threaded muzzle to accommodate suppressors and an overall length of 30 3/8 inches. When folded, it measures a compact length of 16 inches for easy storage, and its horizontal folding mechanism construction serves as a locking latch to ensure secure transport. The M&P FPC 5.7 handguard's equipped with an upper Picatinny rail and M-lock slots for accessories, while its in-stock magazine storage enables quick and efficient reloading. Users familiar with previous FPC models will also appreciate the newly integrated QD sling mounts positioned on the stock and sides of the handguard. Out of the box, it comes with 3 22-round magazines along with a proprietary loading tool. MSRP on the FPC and 5.7 by 28mm is $719. If there's one thing you can expect from Kel-Tech, it's the unexpected. The company's latest oddball firearm, the KP50, it's similar to their previous P50 design, as they're both chambered for 5.7 by 28mm and feed from P90 magazines, but the KP50's been improved in several ways. The first key improvement is that the magazines now insert from the bottom of the KP50 and they're drop-free. It also features a much nicer machined lower receiver and uses a Kel-Tech SU16 trigger group. KP50 models have a 9.6-inch barrel, which hovers around the optimal length for the 5.7 by 28mm cartridge. The barrel has its muzzle threaded half by 28 TPI and comes with an A2-style flash hider installed. The top of the receiver is an M1913 Picatinny rail for mounting optics and accessories that's interrupted to accommodate the top ejection port. Controls are similar to the P50 with a non-reciprocating AR-style rear charging handle and a bilateral safety selector switch above the pistol grip. A new paddle-type magazine release in front of the trigger guard accommodates the new magazine mounting system. Kel-Tech will be offering the KP50 in 4 flavors starting at an MSRP of $899. Of all the innovative firearms PSA released this year, one was a real showstopper, the PSA X5.7. This pistol closely resembles the H&K MP7 that's never been commercially available in the United States. Designed by several of the young, talented engineers at Palmetto State, the X5.7 is a personal defense weapon chambered in a 5.7 by 28mm. The idea of a PDW is to have a powerful yet compact weapon that can bridge the gap between handgun and carbine. Since the 4.6 by 30mm cartridge is not popular or readily available in the United States, Palmetto State decided to offer this firearm in the 5.7 bottleneck PDW cartridge that's become commonplace in the U.S. market. The X5.7 is based on the PSA rock pistol, just scaled to fit the PDW roll. The X5.7 is still in the concept phase, with research and development continuing to ensure the platform's quality and reliability. PSA held a vote for customers to choose which gun they wanted the company to focus on next. Since the X5.7 won, the current timeline has its launch about a year out. PSA plans to price the guns under $1,000. Build is being built to NATO standards. The 9mm RPC is Taurus's first entry into the dedicated PDW space. Like many PDWs, the RPC is a stockless and semi-auto only pistol based on a submachine gun that Taurus designed for law enforcement and tested to NATO standards. Chambered in a 9mm, the RPC uses a roller-delayed blowback action and is fired by a flat-faced single-stage trigger. The 4.5-inch barrel mounts with a quick-change system, and its muzzle is threaded 1/2 by 28 TPI for attaching suppressors and other accessories. The pistol's receiver is made of aluminum alloy that's given a Cerakote finish. Supplied without sights, it has a M1913 Picatinny rail machined into the receiver's upper surface for mounting optics or iron sights. Its pistol grip is AR compatible for customization, and the supplied grip is made of over-molded rubber. The pistol's handguard has a built-in hand stop along with M-lock slots for attaching accessories. Controls are fully ambidextrous with a safety lever, bolt release, and magazine release mirrored on each side, and there's a forward-mounted non-reciprocating charging handle that's reversible for right or left-handed use. The proprietary magazine's made of polymer with a standard capacity of 30 rounds, although a compact 20-round version and a restricted 10-round version are also available. 2 magazines are supplied with each pistol. The RPC has an MSRP of $1,050 with the brace or $940 for the non-braced version. Suppressors are always fun, but sometimes it's better to buy a firearm that was designed to run suppressed from square one. One example of that's the new CMMG zeroed Banshee line of AR-15 pistols. All zeroed Banshees feature a 6.5-inch barrel and an oversized 10-inch M-lock handguard that tucks over either a 6.5-inch zeroed suppressor or a shorter faux suppressor that acts as a blast diverter and looks the part until you inevitably take the plunge and take advantage of $0 tax stamps. Since suppressors get hot, zeroed Banshees come with silicone M-lock grips to protect your hands. Other perks include an ambidextrous charging handle, ambidextrous safety, single-stage trigger, and zeroed pistol grip. Pistol variants come with a 6-position adjustable CMMG rip brace, but SBR variants are also available. The zeroed Banshee lineup includes roller-delayed blowback options in 5.7 by 28, 9mm, 10mm, 45 ACP, and direct impingement 300 BLK. CMMG lists an MSRP of $1,649.95 to $2,324.95 for the zeroed Banshee, depending on the platform and whether you choose a suppressed or unsuppressed variant. Built in collaboration with Stuffin' Things Incorporated, this release from Palmetto State Armory is packed with features and serious range-ready firepower. For those of us who live and breathe AKs, the PSA Strizhen is a slick mashup of Eastern Bloc style and modern American engineering, and it's helical mag-fed straight from the box. The Strizhen is modeled after the iconic Russian PP-19 Bison, complete with a helical mag that feels like a dream once you get the loading technique down. This ready-to-run AKV variant features a hammer-forged trunnion and carrier, SB Tactical side-folding triangle stock, Soviet arms grip, matching upper handguard and muzzle device, and a JMAC-compatible platform for customization. Further enhancements include a Picatinny top-railed hinged dust cover for low-mount optics, a 10.5-inch nitrided barrel threaded, a single-hook trigger, and is rated for +P 9mm ammunition, performing well even when suppressed. This thing just eats ammo and begs for more. It's a perfect blend of practical and fun. You can run drills all day or just enjoy the chaos of 9mm rounds ripping through steel. Plus, with the Strizhen loading system, rotate the mag 3 clicks, load 3 rounds. It's oddly satisfying and keeps feeding consistent.